Hey guys, welcome to my new series, Route 50. This series is basically outline my rushing routes on each and every map. Now these may not work effectively on MLG or game battles, but 9 out of 10 times on public games these will work. And over there I have identified the spawns, the 2 bombs, and also from the defense side, if you're spawning on the top left, those red dots represent where I expect the enemy to be. So when you're in that location or that general direction, just make sure you check out those red dots. Now that green flashed area is basically, you are allowed to pass that line, don't get me wrong, but once you pass that line you gotta expect enemy confrontation. You gotta be ready for combat. So as soon as you spawn, you could run up here on that little bench and shoot down. As you can see the opposite side where the other enemies spawn, and you can catch 1-2 people, especially the M16 or G11. Once you get here, I recommend throwing a stun and a semtex. Your aim is to explode this car. Now that should get you 1 or 2 kills. Sometimes there's someone here cutting the grass, and a lot of the time there's someone behind this wall. On the side of that wall you can actually look at A. Now this first route we're going to take is from spawn. As you can see, we're going to run past A and we should incur 2 enemies according to my little radar map, whatever you want to call it. Let's see how this goes. That semtex was too short, you need to throw that higher. That was poor 50 huz. And I get 1 kill with the gun, and I believe my teammate gets another kill over here. And let's see what happens. What did I tell you? There's always someone behind that wall. Dirty camper. Let's take this again. Again, that semtex is too low. You need to throw that higher. And also I would recommend throwing the stun grenade before the semtex. Now this time I put down a claymore. I don't do that too often, but let's see if that actually pays off. And caught that guy sleeping. And as you can see in the kill cam, the claymore actually got me a kill. So it's not the most effective claymore, but hey, if you want to put down a claymore, feel free. I'm not going to stop you. Now over here, I did actually highlight that on the enemy section, that there might be someone just camping at spawn. As boring as that is, people do that. Now this is the very next round. I'm waiting for that same guy to pop out from there, but this time he comes from the right. You're going to see it in the kill cam. Just about poked his head around the corner thinking he was going to catch me. And now over here I just knew that camper he hasn't moved from the last round, and there we go, we catch him off guard. One thing that campers cannot do, they cannot adapt to the situation. And now this is a little bonus clip you can do with the RC car. You can use that ramp to your advantage and get a nice cheeky kill. Now this second route we can take on defense is really defensive. It basically cuts off everyone who's trying to go to B or maybe get a quick plant. I wouldn't say you can get a lot of kills from this little route, but hey, if you want to help the team out, prevent the bomb being planted, take this route. Catch off this one guy in this first clip and just make sure no one's by that barrel. Now this time I take a slight alteration. I put down a claymore and this claymore will get a kill. Check that kill feed. That room is really important. A lot of rushers will just rush straight into it, try to get a quick plant. Now if I didn't put down that claymore, you may have planted that bomb and it would have put my team on the back foot. That claymore made a difference. But obviously he wasn't using flak jacket, which was a noob move, like Chris Move would say. I didn't know what he was doing, sitting in that corner. Now once you're in this area, you're basically in the enemy's territory, and you gotta expect a lot of gun combats. Now this third route, admittedly I don't take it a lot myself, but after watching these clips it proves really beneficial. You get a lot of kills. It's basically called the middle route rush. I just made that up on the spot, by the way. Ignore that semtex, not the most effective. Put down a claymore there, because if you die there's like a 50-50 chance your claymore can still get a kill. Claymores are a great way of getting cheap kills. I should have had a 2-man spray there, but my aim was off. Going a bit wild here with the rocket launcher, aka the RPG. Now if you check the radar, there's 2 people in this general locality. I believe my teammate gets 1 kill, and now there's another 2 people here. They're just panicking. They know we got UAV, they're running for their lives. But sorry, I just sent you to heaven a little earlier than you expected. Nice little rush. gonna take the same route again. And look at the radar, there's so many people in that corner. This time I do get 2 kills somehow. It looked like one person, but it must have been someone else behind him. Messing around with my napalm strike. Now look at the radar, there's 2 people over here. I killed 1 person, so obviously the second person is upstairs. My napalm strike gets the other dude. Get this guy in the corner. That was a great little rushing route. Try that out. Those are the defensive rushing routes I recommend. These are some general tips here. From here you can basically check the opposite building if there's people camping upstairs. You can check it from this window. You can also go on this ledge. You just gotta go from here. It's not that useful, but I thought I'd just put it in. You can just chill out here, have a cigarette or a fag. I don't recommend smoking. But over here, this is a great way to defend B. From over here, it's basically called head glitching. They can only see your head, but you can basically see their whole body, so you got an advantage. Over here is a camping spot, especially in TDM, not so much in hardcore search, in between just lying on the floor. And over here there's people maybe just sitting here sometimes, so always give a quick check on this little ledge. If you're not aware, you can actually climb on these tires and climb up here to avoid the stairs, which are normally claymore. That's basically a basic tip. Now onto the attacking side of things. As you can see, I've identified all the enemies, the red dots. This is if you're spawning in the bottom right corner, so you're gonna have to go plant the bomb. Now the white shaded area is the area I recommend you stay. Well, you can cross that line as I said previously, but you're gonna be ready. You have to be ready for confrontation. This first route we're gonna go straight to B. It's pretty defensive, but if you can make it work, you will get that quick plant. As you can see, one of the arrows go up. That's to plant a claymore. Let's see how this goes. Running straight here. Now once you get here, you need to make a decision. Are you going to go through that shed straight on? Because if you do, there's going to be someone here camping on the floor with their belly. Or there's going to be a claymore. So obviously using flak jacket will be beneficial. Sometimes there's someone camping on the left. Now if they're camping behind these boxes, you haven't got much chance. They've got an advantage. You can only shoot their head, but they got your whole body to aim for. This is a really deadly position to be in. Sometimes someone camping there. Sometimes someone camping in this grass. People do anything to get kills these days. So once you come in this area, you're going to have to look at all 4 or 5 spots just to be careful. Let's see what I do. As you see, I've already got my aim up in case someone's around here. Fortunately on this occasion no one was here, so I got an easy plant at B. Got a teammate here just covering me, putting down a claymore. It's always helpful playing with teammates to actually watch your back. Now let's see this again. Different round, different gun, different match. Come in the same position. Throw a stun grenade and get a hit marker. So obviously I knew there's a camp over there. Now run here and I run outside. There's someone behind these boxes. He just killed my teammate. Let's see that from third person view. So the guy camping on the right, he did not move. He was just waiting for me. Now this other enemy, he went behind these boxes. He actually got a kill. My teammate did not have a chance, but fortunately I went back and got revenge for him. Now this claymore is really important, really vital. It stops all the rushes. Yes, if they're using flak jacket, then yeah, they're gonna get away, but this route doesn't always work, as you just seen. But that claymore is really beneficial. I think you might see it in this route. Ignore this claymore. The claymore's not the best. You should put a claymore here by this doorway. You'll stop all the rushers trying to rush through into our spawn. I get 2 quick kills in this round, and I believe the next round also. So yeah, definitely putting a claymore by that doorway really helps you out. Even if they're using flak jacket, you can use that as an indication as for someone who's just run through this building. And this is really silly of them. They made the same mistake again. They did not expect me to be there. Now this next route is one of my favorites when attacking. It's pretty basic. You run straight to A and plant the bomb. What I recommend for this is obviously stun grenades and also semtex. Throw the semtex. Didn't do any damage. Whoever makes it to this little wall over here first tends to win 9 out of 10 gun battles. Marathon is a must if you want to rush through, if you want to use this route. Now over here I just went into free mode. I was using this like free for all. Picked off 2 quick kills. Now let's see another example of this route. I've actually got a bomb this time, so I will be planting the bomb. Use a stun grenade, cut off the rusher who's trying to rush it through this wall. Kill him, throw a semtex. There's normally a guy camping at the back here. We're going to see that in theater mode very soon. Plant the bomb, no one can kill you from here. That bomb is basically a bulletproof wall. It's a great place to also defend the bomb. So as you see, the stun grenade messed up that dude. Now the other guy there had no chance. I had the aim, I had the semtex and everything on him. Now once you have the bomb planted, one of the best places I like to defend the bomb is this little corner. Just keep checking every so often if they're trying to defuse the bomb. Obviously if you got a gaming headset, then you can hear them defusing the bomb. But I knew this guy was going to try flanking me, so I just went round, picked him off pretty easily. That was. These are some random spots, pretty basic, but in case you don't know, you can look through here, maybe catch 1 or 2 people. They have no chance of seeing you, you're basically camouflaged. And this other basic tip, you can climb on here just to jump upstairs in this wooden building to avoid the stairs, which are normally claymored. But that's the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please leave some feedback, what you enjoyed, what I can improve on. Hopefully these tips will help you become a better hardcore search and destroy player, and I'll catch you next time. Laters.